Okay guys, this episode of building your Ford C6, we're going to be doing the back end of it. I've done this video 3 times now on different transmissions, and I said, for some reason the SD card screwed up. So what we got here is a Ford C6 case. It's all been cleaned. And ready to go. First thing you gotta do, you gotta lube where the rear piston's going. Here, we'll slide this down a little bit so you can see, hopefully. Okay. I like using good old petroleum jelly, Vaseline, whatever you want to call it. Lube where the seals are going to go in here. Lube them up nice. Center and outside. Take your piston, you do the same thing. Put nice coating Vaseline on this sucker. All the way around. Inside and outside. That way it does, you don't stand less chance of nicking a seal. Okay. The check ball in here. I've already checked this. You can just blow on it to make sure it seals. Take forward position is put on the bottom. The reason was that was on cold starts when you come on choke, all the fluid is drained out of that little reverse piston. Any performance application, you put that at 12 o'clock instead of 6 o'clock. That way that piston's always full of oil. Set her in. Take your trusty rubber handled mallet and just sink it. Here it go clunk. Okay? Next operation, we need the one-way clutch put in. One-way clutch hub. Orientation on this hole here has to line up with the coolant line that's running this way in here. So when you stick it in, kind of eyeball where it goes, start the bolts, start all 5. Second 7/16 headed bolt. Okay, next thing to install, your springs. You can set these in one by one all the way around, all 24 of them. My orthotic hands don't like that anymore, so I cheat. I built this tool here for installing all 24 at once, but we got to rotate it back other way. So, and I can reach in, set these all in here in place. Now I rotate this back and sit and wiggle it back and forth. Take my tool and go around just to check, make sure they're all seated. You can feel when they go in the slots because the thing will fall down. You want it 2 more knots quite sitting right. That feels good. Let's see if we had success. Lift my tool off. Oh, we got 1 out of place. Up 2. Makes life a whole bunch easier. That tool. Okay. Next. Here's the retainer. And give that a wiggle back and forth. Start your snap ring on there by hand. This here's another special tool I made years ago. This here makes this foot operated to seat that. That goes in there. There's a little footrest that goes on the bottom. And it's just a matter of me stepping down on it. And then you heard that go snap. The snap ring went in. Just that easy. Could maybe just use a little bit more there. Take that thing and give it another. Put in there. Now, there she's there. You can see that snap ring is seated all the way around. Okay, next thing we're going to do before we do anything else, we're going to check what the lower reverse clutch back clearance is. So, we load the clutches and steels. This one here is a small block cage. Uses four fibers, 4 steels. Okay, snap ring. Always put your snap ring opening at the bottom. Makes life so much easier. Okay. Dial indicator in. I'll move this here so you can see what's happening. Okay. Actually, we can turn this. There. Okay, zero this out. Hope you can see this. Okay, we're zeroing this out. Everything's pushed down. Push, add some pressure to it to 0. Let's take the air gap out. Okay, air hose. We're setting exactly 70 south clearance. So 4 clutches, that's perfect. Okay, take this back out. Time to give the clutches an oil soak. That's where this here handy Dan, this used to be a windshield molding tool. Works really good for grabbing these snap rings out of here. Hang that there for now. I'll take the clutches and seals out. Use the go for an oil soak while I assemble the back end of the transmission up to where we need them. See, we're good to there. Clutches are good. We can assemble the whole back end now. Okay. Oh, make sure your air pressure check this here. That's good. Return. Hopefully you see that. You make sure that's clear. That's not blocked. A little dab of Vaseline on the back end here. For the thrust washers, hold that in place. Ain't going anywhere. Most times these are staked in. But sometimes the stakes after you take them apart aren't much good anymore. Oh, hold that for a second. Okay. Park ball. Drop that sucker in. Oh, wrong way. Right there. Spring goes in this way here. Fits in that little groove. Push this down, run it back, push this and hook that on the lip. That goes there. Cover. So this is going to be race transmission. Now the governor tubes you worry about. Back up a little bit. This is turned down low setting, so it's only doing 25 foot-pounds. Another thing I forgot to mention, do not mix up your low reverse piston with your high reverse springs. See the difference? If you put one of these in the low reverse, first time they'll apply, that'll push a hole back out of that pocket. Okay. See, this is going to be a Transbrake C6, no governor needed. Flip this back over. Put it there. One-way sprag, one-way clutch, whatever you call it. You install it in, give it, turn it clockwise, and it'll just fall in place. There. This is a long spline hub for C6, plus it's got the number 9 torrington. I forgot to mention that. That race, or one-way center there, has been turned down to 1.008 for 1.008 8, 9. So your C-clip, make sure you get the right one. There's a couple different sizes in there. Turn this a little bit so you see how to do this. There. Maybe you can, no.